Welcome to the Herb Howard Show. We are live from inside the big studios. Thank y'all so very much for tuning in. Got a great show planned ahead for you. We are going to wrap the show up with a strong edition of Buddy Ass Tweaking. We're going to go around the league, take a peek back at the championship games, and we are going to have a good salt buck with my brother Gino. We'll talk about some of the things that are going on with some of these Bears players in terms of departing or not, what they meant to the Bears while they were here, whether they come back or not. But first things first, let's get one thing straight. This is the NFL's speculation season. We got minicamp, training camp, preseason, regular season, postseason, offseason, which begins with speculation season. Everybody's an expert. The Bears need to do this. They need to trade DJ. The Bears need to cut Tremaine Edmonds. The Bears need to do this. They need to do that. They got to draft this. They got to trade for Max Crosby. They should sign Trey Hendrickson. They should draft this dude. They should. Well, shut your ass up. Nobody knows. And I'm not mad at y'all. Do y'all thing, man. If y'all want to speculate and give your opinion about this and your opinion about that, that's cool. We got to fill in this space somehow. The Senior Bowl is wrapping up. Looking ahead to the combine, you got the league meetings coming up, you got free agency, then the draft. Everybody wants to be an opinionated in between. That's cool. That's not what I'm going to do. So if you are here looking for me to do any of that pontificating, you should tune in to some other people. Salute to them. I am not the guy that is going to do 10,000 hours of tape on 1,000 college prospects when the Bears will end up with 5 or 6 of them. Not doing it. When they get here, I'll tell you what I think about them and where I think they can help the team. I'm not going to tell you about 17 defensive ends from Wyoming State and why the Bears should take him in the 14th round. Somebody else will. Salute to them. That will not happen here. But we will have a good edition of the Herb Howard Show. Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll kick it off right after this.
Look, welcome to Plants on the Gridiron. It's Chicago's first and only plant-based tailgate.
Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like, yeah. Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like. Vegan world, baby.
And here's what we love. It is Chicago's most unique event. We combine health, we combine sports, love of football, and you gotta bear down. Chicago Bears, baby.
To see the community coming together and just enjoying some really good plant-based food. There's people here that are meat eaters, there's people here that are fully plant-based, and we can come together as a community and just really have an impactful event.
Because we are Chicago homegrown.
Come late, the food gonna be gone.
Ayo DeSuma, Morgan Park, and I'm rocking with the Bigs.
Yeah, this is Jason Kidd, and we're rocking with the Bigs.
I'm Chris Bryant from the Chicago Cubs, and I'm rocking with the Bigs.
What's up, y'all? This is Kyrie Irving. You're tuned into the Bigs.
What's happening is Dame Lillard, a.k.a. Dame Dollar, and I'm rocking with the Bigs.
What's up? This is D Rose, and I'm rocking with the Bigs.
This is Mark Cuban, Dallas Mavericks. You're rocking with the Bigs.
What's good, family? Welcome back inside the big studios. My name is Herb Howard. This is the Herb Howard Show. Thank y'all so very much for tuning in. While you are here, since you're hanging out anyway, hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the page, and also click that little bell so you get alerts every time the page goes live or drops new content. Got to get right into it today. My brother Gino is here for Give Me a Sawbuck. Gino, what's the word, good brother? There we go. Big off seasons. Big off seasons. Let's hop right into it, man. We on the clock today. I need to assess some of the casualties of the Bears' success, right? No good deed goes unpunished. It's one of my favorite sayings. It is true. It is accurate. It is true of the Bears. You win a lot of games, people want what you got. So they start to try to poach your coaching staff. In this case, they even started to poach the front office. Assistant GM Ian Cunningham is now the general manager of the Atlanta Falcons. Lots of conversation around compensatory picks, the Rooney Rule. I don't want to get into the minutia of that. The Bears knew they weren't going to get nothing back from him. It is what it is. Ian Cunningham is now the general manager of the Atlanta Falcons. He is not the head football executive, as that title officially would go to Matt Ryan, who is the president of football operations. Yeah, Matty Ice, they hired him as the president of football operations. They also hired the head coach before hiring the GM, which is always weird, but not something that Ian Cunningham is unfamiliar with, because when Ryan Poles and Ian Cunningham came over from Kansas City, they had already told him, Flus is your man. Flus is your man. Now they said, oh, this is one of 3 finalists. You pick your up. Knock it off. Here go your man. So he's not unfamiliar with that situation, but I think Ian Cunningham was a great asset to Ryan Poles and therefore the Chicago Bears during his tenure here. What you think about Ian?
It's a great move, man. Like you said, when you do good things, you're really auditioning for the rest of the league anyway when you with these teams. So I think it's a power move by Ian Cunningham. The league got to see his expertise, and now it's time to take that to Atlanta. I didn't know about the Matty Ice situation, though, man.
Yeah, man. Ian Cunningham actually interviewed for that position as well, to be president of the Atlanta Falcons football operations. That job went to Matty Ice. Then Ian Cunningham interviewed to be GM along with some others. He got the job as GM. Still not the top. I don't know who's going to be making the decisions here. Yeah. But if you already hired their head coach before I come in as GM, and then you're going to try to blame him on me. Then y'all brought in Kevin Stefanski, who flamed out in Cleveland. Yeah, and y'all going to put Mike Penix in his hand. It's a mess in Atlanta, but that's enough. It's a mess in Atlanta, but that's enough on them. Shout out to Ian Cunningham, though. Yes, I enjoyed you, brother, while you was here. You was always cool, always respectful, always took a quick second. Shout out to you, Ian. Congratulations. Definitely well-deserved. Eric Bieniemy.
Ooh, come on, EB.
The first coach to get poached off of the great staff that Coach Ben Johnson referred to as a 5-star staff, which he said is very rare to be able to compile in your first year. And he's right about that. But I do think the Bears did have a 5-star coaching staff, as evidenced by the ability of all the players to be ready, the good game plans they had, the backups that were ready to come in and contribute as starters, even though they hadn't played all season long. We saw that with the linebackers. We saw that with wide receivers. We saw that with offensive linemen. They got the job done when they were called upon. That credit goes to the coaching staff, the first one to get poached. Running backs coach, Eric Bieniemy, going back to the crib with his guy, Andy Reid, to be the OC in Kansas City.
You know, I'm partial to that one. I guess it's a step in the right direction if we're talking about, climbing up the ladder. Yeah, but
shout out to EB.
Yeah, shout out to EB. Great job here. Going back to Kansas City, familiar territory. Obviously, Patty Mahomes will be down for a minute, but just going in there and probably getting to implement. Maybe he got some new insight over here, and maybe he can implement that. But, you said it all along. I'm just wondering where the Kansas City Chiefs, is it over? Obviously the dynasty ended, but now, like we saw, Tom Brady became a Hall of Fame. He had 2 Hall of Fame careers, basically. So it's like, now is this the second part of Pat Mahomes' Tom Brady-esque career? And I guess Eric Bieniemy is like, well, hey, man, I can be a part of that and etch my legacy, back there. So, hey, EB, good move, man. Solid guy, solid individual. One of my favorite running backs when he was coming up. So excited to see him move forward and put that work in.
Shout out to Coach EB. I asked Andy Reid at the owners' meetings last year down in Florida about Eric Bieniemy, because he had just gotten hired to be the Bears running backs coach. So I asked Andy Reid about him. Andy Reid said, man, he's the best leader I've ever been around.
Wow.
And
high praise.
Enough said. You know what I mean? Watching him up close at practice out at Hallis Hall, he was phenomenal. The way he pushed guys, the way he held them accountable to the most minute of details. I think that was a big reason for why we saw the success in the Bears running game this year. Obviously, Ben Johnson designs a good running game in terms of the package that he puts out there, but the details and the production from the running backs themselves. We saw DeAndre Swift have his best season. We saw a 7th-round pick from Rutgers come in and contribute greatly in Kyle Monunga. So I think a lot of that credit goes to certainly the players, no doubt, but EB. I think the Bears lose something with EB going on, but he certainly deserves his opportunity. I'm glad that he got his opportunity to go. And once Andy Reid was like, hey, we don't know what's going on with Matt Nagy. He's going to get a head coaching job. Does he want to go somewhere and call plays? Does he want to do this, that, and the third? Cool. Best of luck to you, Matt. You my G. We're going to make sure Eric Bieniemy gets back in here to be the OC again, which he has been before for the Chiefs. Let's talk about some of these players, man, that the Bears listen, I want to preface this. These guys may be departing, they may not, but they're having a lot of the conversations around their potential departure, whether that's being cut, whether that's trade, free agency, whatever it is. Let's go through some of these guys who have been contributors for the Bears. And I just want to know not so much what you think about their potential to leave. Like, that's the speculation I was talking about in the open. I don't really want to get into that. Just what you thought of their tenure as Bears, whether it's over or it's yet to continue. Start with a 5th-round pick, left tackle out of Southern Utah. Came in and gave you 3 years of starting football at your left tackle spot. Then they looked to replace him, brought in Ozzie Trapillo. You got the Canadian Eagle that got his run as well. Braxton Jones, except for some injuries this year, wasn't able to be as much in the competition as he had hoped. He is now out of his rookie deal and a free agent. What do you think about Braxton Jones' tenure while he was here?
A little underwhelming. Injuries happen. It's the game of football, man, especially down in those trenches. And when you're not, availability is your best ability. And when you're not out there, it's always a guy waiting in the wing to take that spot. So, I mean, hey, man, Braxton Jones is a free agent, and he will not be back in the Chicago Bears uniform. I can bet you that.
I think Braxton Jones' tenure is one of the, or his draft pick and his tenure is one of the things that Ryan Poles can hang his head on as a win as a GM. You went and got a 5th-round pick out of Southern Utah who started at left tackle for you for 3 years. That's a win, right? That's a win. He came in from his rookie year, starting, got better and better and better. Is he ever going to be an elite left tackle in this league? No. I think I see him more on that trajectory that Charles Leno was, another former Bears left tackle that they drafted in the 7th round out of Boise State, I believe.
Charles Leno was a 7th-round pick?
7th-round pick out of Boise State. Had a good rookie contract with the Bears. Then he went and made himself some money with Washington.
Yeah.
I think Braxton Jones has an opportunity to do that. Being hurt this season hurts how much money he'll make. But I always liked Braxton Jones. He was always kind, and we had a good conversation about his potential departure. Maybe we'll put that out. It's all audio, but we'll see. But shout out to Braxton Jones. We'll see.
Okay.
What happens with him? Cole Kmet, homegrown kid from the Chicagoland area. The Bears drafted him in the 2nd round out of Notre Dame. Still got time on his contract, but he has been mentioned in some conversations as somebody that may become a cap casualty or somebody the Bears may look to move on from. I don't really see that happening looking at the contract. I don't know how much sense that makes. What do you think about Cole's career to this point?
I'm a Cole Kmet fan, man. I was just surprised that he wasn't used more in the passing game. I know Colston Loveland came on towards the end.
That's a
I know
big reason why, right?
Came on at the end, is looking like a star. But Cole Kmet is another guy who's good in those trenches. You need him on the end. You need him to make one of those big blocks. He's gonna come through for you. Again, I'm just surprised that he wasn't used more offensively. Wouldn't say sure-handed.
Yeah.
But if you got it to him, he would make that big catch, and he would take a lick and keep on ticking.
He made the last big catch of the year.
Yeah, man. So I'm a fan of Cole Kmet. Again, you know more about the cap situation. Yeah. You know about everything like that moving forward. But I would be surprised if they didn't bring Cole Kmet back, man. That's one of those guys you can count on, man. And he's been there. He's been there.
When you have conversations about cutting players, trading players, moving on from certain contracts, whatever, what have you. To me, it's a simple question of, does the team get better with this player's departure?
Right.
And I don't see a way that the Bears get better by moving on from Cole Kmet. Sure, you have Colston Leveling, but you need two. Ben Johnson likes to shoot. He likes to use three tight ends. We saw Durham out there a lot this year. So I don't see any way they get better from moving on with Colston Leveling. He's very big. He's very versatile. He can help you in the blocking game in terms of the run and the passing game. He can also get out, create mismatches for you as a route runner. I don't see the upside to moving on from my guy Cole Kmet. Tremaine Edmonds. I think he is the third highest paid off the ball linebacker in the National Football League.
It's a wrap.
He's extremely talented. He's a guy that the Bears could save some bread. There's no more guaranteed money left on his contract. I don't know if he'll be gone or not. I could understand it if he is. Again, I'm not here for the speculation on that part of it. What do you think about his tenure while he was here? He was brought in to be that next Brian Urlacher type linebacker in Matt Eberflus's cover two scheme.
There you go. That's the biggest part. I don't think he necessarily. I think DA can go out and find somebody that fits his scheme a little bit better than Tremaine Edmonds. Hey, he was solid here. You would know more. You were there all the time. I felt like he was good. I don't know about the linebacker situation is not as important as it was with DA's system. So I feel like you can, if you're trying to cut salary and trying to get, well, you ain't getting Max Crosby. So, but if you want to get a guy like Trey Hendrickson, or if you're looking to, move up on that defensive end side, then Tremaine Edmonds might just become a casualty. But I think he was solid here, and I just don't see him coming back.
I think Maine had his best season as a Bear this past season. I thought we got to see his versatility. I thought DA used him in a multitude of the ways, moved him to the weak side, had him playing Mike as well. You see his value mostly, in my opinion, down in the red zone because he's such a big athletic linebacker. He's kind of tough for quarterbacks to see around and fit into those tight windows. That being said, you did see great production from young guys like DeMarco Jackson. Exactly. You still feel good about what you have in Ruben Hippolyte. I know he got hurt. Yeah. You saw the progression and development of Noah Sewell, though he got hurt. We'll see what happens with his Achilles. Had a good conversation with him about, shared experiences of rupturing your Achilles. Yeah. Listen, I thought Maine was good. I think the irony of him bringing back or shining the light on DJ Ferris is this Chicago. Right. Is this Chicago, and we used to exceptional linebacker play. Not good, not really good, like phenomenal. We talking Dick Buckets, Mike Singletary, Brian Urlacher, Lance Briggs. That's the standard. Otis Wilson, that's what we coming. Wilbur Marshall. That's what we coming from on the linebacker side. I think that's what he was brought in to be. Yeah. He's been very good. I've never been as down on him as some people have been. He's been very good. He has not put his name into that conversation yet, and perhaps that makes him expendable more than anything. The bread, man. You got to. Somebody's got to become a cap casualty, and I think, again, when you're looking to upgrade that end, man, Tremaine is going to be that guy. Cornerback Nashawn Wright came from relative obscurity to now he earned himself a Pro Bowl games bid as an alternate. He deserved that. Led the league in takeaways this year. Obviously, he was a free agent, came here on a 1-year, $1 million deal. He's going to make himself some money. That's not going to be in Chicago. What did you think about the time he had here, brief as it was? It was bright, man. I remember we walked onto the field that day to do your post game, and this tall, lanky guy. I'm like, Herb, who is that? He's like, man, that's the guy that just got the pick, bro. Yeah. I'm like, oh, my bad. Yeah. Man, shout out to Nashawn Wright. Definitely earned himself some bread. Go get that, man. Big dubs. We love what you did here, man, but it's time to go get paid, get that generational wealth, take care of your family. Once a Bear, always a Bear, man. So you'll never have to pull your wallet out if you come back to the crib and I see you out. Well, if I see you out, you might have to pull your wallet. That wallet will be a little bit fatter than it was this year for sure. Yeah. And he deserved it, man. And Al Harris is looking like the Bears secondary coach, passing game coordinator. Like, it looks like he may be coming back. There were some opportunities for him in terms of getting some DC jobs. And if he had gotten a DC job, that would have been my favorite for where Nashawn would land. Okay. He may be coming back. That may influence it a little bit, but the Bears, they have the depth at cornerback. They still got Tyreek Stevenson, Terrell Smith. Smitty is coming back. They still want to see what they got in Zay Frazier, who missed his entire rookie year. I just don't see them spending the bag that Nashawn Wright earned to bring him back. My man, Jaquan Brisker, bro. one of my favorite players throughout his tenure here. He was one of Ryan Pohl's first draft picks in the second round, just after he had drafted Kyler Gordon. Kyler Gordon has been extended. Jaquan Brisker is now a free agent.
Kyler Gordon has been extended.
Yeah, Kyler Gordon got extended before last season.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Jaquan Brisker is now a free agent. I don't know if he's going to come back. If I had to bet on it, I would say no. I think he'll command more in the open market than the Bears kind of place his value at this point. I love Jaquan Brisker. He put his best game on tape in his final game as a Chicago Bear. I thought he was all over the field against the Rams that day. Everybody saw him do his thing. Good for him. I alluded to you that there is a particular coach in a new city that has a great affinity for Jaquan Brisker. And when we get closer to the free agency opening, I'll tell you who that team is and where I think he's going to land. So that's what it is. But what do you think about Jaquan's time while he was here?
Kwani B, man, laid it all on the line. Shout out to him for being available all, 19, 20 games? 20 games?
He played all the games, man.
And more than that, just always being available for you and us when we come into the locker room. Anytime you wanted to, he felt like one of the members, man. So go get that money. And I just don't think you can't bring him and Kevin Byard back, right?
Yeah.
So I think Kevin Byard is the one that they're going to look to get things right with and bring him on back.
Ryan Poles basically said as much on the podium. He's like, that's a player we want to bring back. After he had mentioned both of them together. Actually, all four of the free safeties. The Bears don't have, or safeties in general, the Bears don't have any safeties under contract right now. That includes Jonathan Owens and Elijah Hicks as well. They'll figure that position out. I think my boy Kwani B would be gone. But shout out to you, bro. Always love you. Know that you always show love to us. We always show love to you.
Yes, sir.
That will continue whether you are here or in another city. Kevin Byard.
Come on, bike.
Pay the man, first team All-Pro, bring him back. Yeah. But his tenure here has been really, really good, man. Great leader, great guy in the locker room. Also always gave time to everybody. We can't even just claim that on our own. KB was down for the media all the time. He won the Good Guy Media Award that the Bears Beat gives out every year. Great production, great ball production. Led the league in picks this year. First team All-Pro. His tenure has been great.
Just a solid overall individual as well, man. Saw him. I just love to come in the locker room and see his post-game fits. He was always just dressed like a gentleman.
He's the old guy in the crew, right? Yeah. He's young to us.
Yeah.
But in football years, in that locker room, he's the old guy, right? He told me that Zay Frazier calls him Unc. He was like, I got to remind him, man, Uncle still hoop, man. I was like, that's Uncle Drew. That's Uncle Drew there.
Yeah.
So, KB is phenomenal. He brings a level of maturity, a level of accountability, a level of professionalism to that entire locker room, not just the secondary. I think they need to bring him back. People talk about, he's on the wrong side of 30 and he's going into his 33 season. Just go somewhere.
Yeah.
Bring KB back. I love what he's brought to the team. Last but certainly not least.
Yeah, boy.
The most nauseating conversation I've been hearing. This is my man's, perhaps my favorite player on the team. I got a lot of favorite players. I got three. It's Jalen, it's Kyler, but it's also DJ Moore. Yeah. Two, man. A lot of conversation about trading him, dangling him out there as bait, whether that's for Max Crosby deal or something else, or just to move on from him because why again? What do you think about what DJ has meant to this team?
I'm a DJ fan, man. Again, another guy who I loved our interactions with him. Guy you've been able to build a good relationship with over the years, but I get it, man. I get it. The numbers don't necessarily match the contract, but that's not all on DJ.
He's the 13th highest paid wide receiver in the National Football League. I think he's due $28 million.
And so that's one side of it. But I do think when he's the only guy on the team that was sure-handed, you throw the ball to DJ Moore, he's gonna catch it. You didn't throw it to him the first 8 weeks of the season. What do you expect? You throw it to him the last 10 weeks of the season, you're one game away from the NFC Championship. So I get it. I know about the politics. I know about the business. You dangle him out there, you see. But the contract is like, who's going to take that contract? And what do you get in return? Do you get a mid to late round pick? What do you get, a third, fourth, fifth round pick for DJ Moore? Is it worth it? We see Luther Burden looking like he's going to reach star potential. Same thing with Colston Loveland, but I think with a guy like DJ Moore who's shown over the years who he is, again, what you just said, do you get better losing DJ Moore. That is a no. So you got to bring DJ Moore back and feed him the pill, man.
You look at what he did over the second half of the season. That's who DJ Moore is. That's who DJ Moore can be for you at every game of the season.
Yep.
It ain't his fault that you're not giving him the rock.
Yep.
Remember when we was in the locker room after the game?
He was tight.
Was it after the Packers game? The second Packers game, I should say, when he caught the walk-off. And I was like, see what happened when you actually get the ball to you?
Don't start that.
Like, don't start.
Yeah,
don't start.
Don't do that.
That being said, he understands. I ain't changed in the past couple of weeks. It's just that when 15 went out, 18 started to look to 2 more. 2 is your man, G. Yeah. I love 15. I think he can grow into the player that he wants to be. But 2 is 2, man. Don't act crazy with DJ. I love what he's done. I love what he's been. He had a phenomenal season going back to when he first came here with Justin. He's been a great target for Caleb as he continues his development. We keeping it rocking with DJ. Y'all can miss me with all that foolishness.
Justin Fields got a job.
Leave me alone, bro. Oh. We got to take one quick break and then we're going to come back.
Something real quick?
No, go ahead.
Hey, man, let me look. Which camera am I in?
This is always your camera. It's been your camera all year.
I just like saying
it. Okay, say it. I like that.
Hey, look, man. I'm not going to get into this D Rose or Michael Jordan conversation.
Uh-oh.
Because if you wasn't there in the 90s, you need to shut up.
Uh-oh.
But what I am going to say, if you're not from the crib, stay out of town business, man. Draymond Green, Gilbert Arenas, and all the rest of y'all that don't know what the fuck y'all, excuse my language, mama. But y'all don't know what y'all talking about. And don't try to make us choose D Rose or Mike, because we gonna choose them both.
Right.
Because it's D Rose or nothing.
Right.
But if you didn't know what Mike did, Mike single-handedly took the kids from Little League baseball and made everybody in Chicago want to become a basketball player. So I'm gonna leave it at that. But if you're not from the soil, stay out of our business before we get on y'all heels, man.
Welcome back. We are live inside the big studios. My name is Herb Howard alongside my player partner, Gino. Love what you had to say on the way out, man. They're not going to make us choose between the GOAT and the home team. It's both. It is what it is. Listen, when we started, actually when Gino named the segment, Buddy Ass Tweaking, it was about people doing foolishness and things that just don't make sense. Bill Belichick,
oh wow,
is widely regarded as the best head coach in the history of the National Football League. In the history of the National Football League, he owns 8 championship rings. Where was he at when he wore all of them too? I think at the NFL Honors last year, he wore all of them on his fingers and his little 25-year-old joint on his shoulder.
GOAT.
He got 8 Super Bowl rings, 6 as a head coach, birthed the dynasty in New England. That's all. We don't need to go through his accolades. We know what it is. He's Bill Belichick. How does he not become a first ballot Hall of Famer? Listen, I know y'all, some of y'all writers got y'all beefs with him. Y'all mad about Deflategate. Y'all mad about Spygate. Y'all probably mad about Watergate. I don't know. y'all can be mad about whatever y'all want. Y'all probably hating that he knocking down a little 25-year-old when nobody with 25 will get close to none of y'all. It is what it is. That's that man's personal life. And if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. The Patriots ain't the only organization that was cheating. It is what it is, man. The man got more wins than anybody outside of Don Shula. The man oversaw the tenure of the greatest quarterback of all time. The man won more Super Bowl. What about this says he's not a first ballot Hall? If he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer, then the Hall of Fame ain't shit. Y'all are really making a mockery of the entire Hall of Fame process because y'all take y'all personal feelings and insert them where they do not belong. Y'all did the same thing to T.O. How is T.O. one of the greatest receivers of all time? I'm talking top 3 all time. If he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer, then what is the what does it even mean? Y'all do it again. Y'all didn't like T.O. He was too this, he was too that, so y'all made him wait. Then he was like, y'all made me wait. I'm not even coming. Put me in there, I'm going to stay at home. Bill Belichick should do the same thing to y'all because not only are y'all hurting Bill Belichick, y'all also kicking the ball down the road for any other head coach because only one head coach can go in per election cycle. Yep. How is Bill Belichick not elected to the first ballot Hall of Fame? Everybody who didn't vote for him, everybody, he needed 40 out of the 50 votes. He got 39. But not just the one person who stopped him from getting to 40. All 11 of y'all who stopped him from getting to 50. Y'all ass tweaking. Y'all are a disgrace to the process. It's an absolute mockery if Bill Belichick isn't the first ballot Hall of Famer. We got to go. Thank y'all for tuning in to this edition of the Herb Howard Show. Huge shout out to my brother Gino for popping back in. Next time y'all see us, we'll be in better weather. I don't know what T thinks the calendar says, but we'll see y'all when we see y'all. For P, doing all the hard work behind the camera.
P is over there chilling, ain't he?
P, listen, I can cross my leg like this. P can do the whole grown man cross leg thing. I can't do it. I saw y'all talking about my socks too. Yeah, my shoes were still wet. I didn't want to bring it on the turf.
Yeah, y'all don't know that we got this turf.
Yeah, we got real football turf in here. It's cracking in the big studio. So yeah, I got my socks on. It's cool. It's the crib. I'm hanging out.
Hey, I asked, could I get a quick minute? Ja told me no, Gino, run the ads, please.
Get out of the house. We gotta go. See y'all later. Thanks for tuning in. Share the show with somebody.